Hello, my Livy loves. This is Dr. V. Welcome back to Live Tarot. Today we're doing a pick a card love tarot reading where we are going to be answering the question, what does your twin flame, soulmate, beloved really want you to know? So within that, we're going to be looking at how do they feel about you? What specific messages do they have for you? What would they want you to know from their higher self, especially if you've been in some form of struggle or separation? And we'll end with what their next steps may be towards you and this connection. So if you are new to this channel, welcome. I'm so happy to have you here. You are not alone on this journey to love and union with that special person. Before we get started, I also wanted to apologize that I missed my reading yesterday because I just was not feeling well at all. So we are doing it today, and it is in honor of International Women's Day. So I wanted to give you some really great card choices here that are all about honoring the divine feminine. So let's get right into it. Here is your first choice here for group number 1. And of course, you can choose group number 1, 2, or 3, or a combination of all groups, and choose the messages that resonate most for your situation and leave the rest. So for group number 1, we have Sekhmet, be strong. You are stronger than you think you are, and your strength assures a happy outcome. For group 2, we have Freja, bold. Unleash your adventurous side, take risks, and be daring. And for number 3, we have Ishtar, boundaries. Love yourself enough to say no to others' demands on your time and energy. So if you'd like to take a deep breath, meditate upon which of these you feel most guided to, go right ahead. And please do know that this is a general reading. Not everything may resonate for you. If you'd like specific guidance on what is going on in your unique journey, that's what a personal reading is for. And if you'd like to have one with me, the link to that is in the box below. So let's go ahead and get started with group 1. All right, my beautiful ones who chose group 1. Sekhmet, be strong. Here is your reading. Let's get started here with Spirit. Please tell us, what does your twin flame, your soulmate, your beloved, what do they really want you to know about how they feel about you at this time? What do they really want you to know about their true thoughts and feelings at this time? What do they really want you to know? About their thoughts and feelings about you. I'm going to get a couple more messages here for you. All right, so what I'm feeling very, very clearly, just from the beginning here about your person, is that if you have been in some form of struggle or separation, they do very much believe that they made some big mistakes here with you. And they feel that the main mistake they made with the Seven of Wands energy is that they're just too stubborn. They feel that they have turned you off by being too stubborn. It's like they just kind of stick to their opinion. I'm feeling that your person does tend to be a bit opinionated. And I feel like they're one of those people who's very fast moving energy in life. Like, they tend to be somebody who is very charismatic, in the sense that they can literally be this force of nature in your life. Like they can they came quickly into your life. They may have just kind of swept you off your feet. It doesn't matter if they're masculine or feminine. Emotionally, I feel like they really just wowed you. Like you were like, wow, who is this person? This person is so cool. That's the energy I'm getting, that, in their best moments, your person is a really cool cat, as in they're just really awesome to be around. When they're fun, they're really, really fun. When you guys are in flow, when you guys are enjoying your life together, you guys really hit high highs, But I also feel that one of the things that bring the lows, one of the things that brought the obstacles or the, lower or more negative moments in this connection really had to do with them being stubborn about their opinions, because they seem to be a very big personality. This person, like I said, they're very exciting. Look at this Eight of Wands. Like they can be very decisive. Like they may have just come into your life and said, you know what, you're the one I want. Like they're very decisive. In the moment, they're like, yes, you are it. This is what I want, and they may have come on very strong, but they may have come on very strong in a good way, the way that you want, because I'm feeling that the attention that you wanted from them in this connection, the kind of attention that you wanted, the kind of nurturing of the relationship that you wanted, the kind of adventure that you wanted in this relationship was there. This person felt very adventurous, very fun, very exciting. Like I said, very decisive. And so they were a breath of fresh air for you, because you were like, this is awesome. This person is not wishy-washy. They're not here today, gone tomorrow. They came in and they're very decisive about the fact that they want me. And that's a really good thing. Now, the issue here became, though, is that kind of there's always pros and cons to every personality, right? When somebody is very strong and decisive, they can also be very opinionated, right? So I feel like some of the things that really got in the way here, that your person really wants you to know in terms of what they are really concerned about, is their own behavior became too stubborn, too kind of stuck in one place. They feel that they didn't open up their mind and heart to your point of view. They just didn't. It's almost like they felt that they were that their view is more valid. And I don't think that they meant to make you feel bad about that. I think that that's just how they are. And I also get the feeling that they're very good at arguing their point. So this is somebody who you almost feel like it's very hard to argue with them, because they always tend to be very good at that. And they also can make you feel like they always have the final word, or they always want the final word. This person could definitely be some sort of an attorney, or something in their work where they have to kind of make their point, where they have to communicate and kind of win through the way they talk. Okay, it doesn't necessarily have to be an attorney, but some sort of something, some kind of career where, either sales or business or, law or something, where they have to kind of talk their way into things. Because I feel like because of them having that background, it's very hard for them to shift into more loving speech. So that's the other thing that they really want you to know, is that they realize that they let you down in terms of how they speak to you, how they communicate with you. I feel like one of the reasons why there may be some sort of a struggle or separation here is because they didn't speak to you with that language of love that they should have spoken to you with. See, loving words have the power to change someone's life, including your own. So they feel that the words that they used with you when you were struggling, that probably led you into some form of separation, was not the language of love. I feel like they may have gone really hard on you. They may have said very hurtful things. Going back to the Seven of Wands, they were trying to stand their ground and be a bit stubborn here, holding on to their opinions, making you feel like their opinion is valid. I do feel that there's also a big ego involved here, but I do feel that it comes from their work. They're used to winning. They're used to people listening to them. They're used to having the final say. And so their words can be a bit biting. Their words tend to sometimes be a bit harsh. They struggle with this language of love. They struggle shifting gears. You know, they're so used to their words having a lot of impact and being very influential and people listening to them and them having that final word, that it's hard for them to shift into a softer way of communicating. It's harder for them to shift into, a language of love that is much more inclusive of your opinion, right? Of your thoughts. And so they realize that they need to change that. And they do very much want you to know that they appreciate how wonderful you are, in the sense that you really did try to work with them. I feel like you really tried to kind of bring them over into this language of love, and you really tried your best to understand where they were coming from and to give them a shot, like to give them an opportunity to, fix the way they talk to you. Because I do feel, again, that there was something very hurtful about their words. See, that is why they are seeking some sort of path here with you. They want you to know that they are seeking a path here of transformation with you, right? Six of Cups. This is beautiful. So for those of you who are, maybe in little minimum to no contact right now, this Six of Cups is the energy of them wanting to reconcile with you, right? Because they have incredible memories of the really good times that you did share together, right? And they realize that they did not value or appreciate you until you stepped back and said, you know what, I'm not going to take this kind of language. I'm not going to take these kind of words from you because you've been really hurtful. The way you've talked to me has been unacceptable. The way you have criticized me. I'm also feeling for some of you, there was a lot of criticism. Again, this is somebody who feels that they are right. Very bold, very in your face, very opinionated. And because of that, their words can be very harsh. So I feel like you may have stepped back and said, look, unless you can change the way you speak to me, unless you can speak to me with this language of love, I'm not going to take this BS, And so they are really missing you with the Six of Cups. There's a lot of missing you, thinking about the good times, feeling like, oh my gosh, I really got off the path here with you. They feel like they went completely in the wrong direction with you. And that is why they are looking to transform this. And they're looking to do it fast with this Eight of Wands energy. They are not going to waste a lot of time here. So let's take a look at what would they say to you. What are some specific messages that they really want you to know? What would they say to you if they could? I know we've been together in past lives. I recognize you. You were never a stranger to me. So this is beautiful. I feel like this is a wonderful confirmation here of the Six of Cups energy, because this to me is also the energy of memories of past lives. Like if you have become awakened to the fact that deep down inside, you know that you've been together before, there's a comfort level, there's a connection that far surpasses what happened, what has happened in this life. And that is one of the reasons why I feel that you guys haven't been fully able right now yet to let go of each other. Okay, there's still this circling back around, looking for this path back to one another with the Six of Cups. There's a definite circling back around energy. There's definitely an energy of, wow, I didn't appreciate this person. I didn't appreciate you until you were gone, but now I do, right? And that's why we're getting this transformation card as well. I always look for you at airports as if we'll be at the same place in the world. So this, I feel, is a special message for those of you who may be in some kind of geographic separation at this time, right? Where you may not live in the same place. And that has put a lot of extra pressure on this connection where you're like, we're already physically apart. And now our communication is also driving us apart. So is there any solution to this? And that's another reason why I feel like this is also a traveling card. So as things start opening up in the world, I wouldn't be surprised if you guys do travel to where you are. Like, you may travel with this Eight of Wands energy in order to see each other. That might be the next step to transformation. That might be the hidden path that you are looking for. Some form of geographic proximity, right? Traveling to see one another so you can work this out face to face. My spirit is always with you. Can you feel me? Do you still love me too? Right? So beautiful. So that's why I'm saying this energy between the two of you has not ended. Okay. There's still a lot of energetic connection going on here. There's a lot of 5D energy going through here. Your spirits are still, I feel rendezvousing with each other for sure. Energetically, you guys are still together. I feel for many of you now, it's going to be a transition and a transformation from energetically feeling like you're together to finally making the physical effort to get together. So then, Spirit, tell us, what are the next steps here? What next steps is your person going to take that they really want you to know about? Wow. See, I just feel like this is such a beautiful progression of energy here. Isn't this gorgeous? Lovely. They know that you guys have been stuck. And I feel like this is also being stuck geographically, being stuck in the same place. This is, to me, it's being stuck at multiple levels, right? You guys have been stuck geographically, maybe, been stuck emotionally, been stuck in your communication. But see, this person, your love, they are really learning the lessons from here. We already saw that here. So they're learning some big lessons here. And what they really want you to know is they are going to chase you. Isn't this beautiful? They're not going to let this go. I told you there was some sort of a very strong energy connection that is still continuing on here. So what they really want you to know is that they are going to chase this love. They are not going to give up on this love. They are going to pursue this connection. They're going to find the path back towards you. And I'm really feeling that what they really want to do is to start pursuing you with this language of love. Okay, they really do want to change the way that they have communicated with you in a way that was extremely hurtful before, right? But that's something that they really want to change because they feel that that is the best way that they can prove to you how much they truly love you and want this connection. So please do let me know what you thought of your reading in the comment box below. I think it's absolutely beautiful. If you would like to have a personal reading with me, the link to that is in the box below, as well as a link to all of these oracle decks that I've created, especially for all of you who are on this journey to love and abundance. Thank you so much for being here, guys. I love you so much, and I'll see you all on the next video. All right, my beautiful group 2 who chose Freya Bold, here is your reading. We're going to start off with, what does your twin flame, your soulmate, your beloved, what do they really want you to know about their thoughts and feelings about you at this time? What do they really want you to know about their true feelings for you? Get a few more messages here about what they really want you to know. Right, very interesting here. So I definitely feel that there is an issue here where you guys have definitely been going through some sort of a karmic cycle here that has left you feeling very, very disconnected from one another. And I feel like that is something that they are really not happy about. So one of the things that they really want you to know is that whatever has been this kind of break that you may be on with Four of Swords, I'm feeling that for many of you, you guys are on some sort of a break from one another. You may have taken some time away from each other in order to figure out what it is that you want to do next. In order to figure out where you're going, because I do feel that there has definitely been certain obstacles that have happened between the two of you that made you feel like you're not even sure if you can overcome them. There was also, I feel, a lot of distractions that your person was going through that kept them in a very imbalanced energy. So I'm feeling like there was a lot of imbalance going on here, and the cycles that you were going through was causing that further imbalance of this energy. And that is why I feel like you started to feel extremely uncomfortable. There was something going on here energetically that was going so kind of off the tracks that you definitely started to feel like, I don't feel like myself anymore. And I'm feeling for some of you, maybe not for all of you, I feel like you may have stepped away from this because it was making you feel so not yourself. Like you were feeling like you were compromising too much. I'm feeling that you felt like you were getting into some sort of a cycle where only you were compromising and your person was not compromising. So it almost felt like it was always on their terms. They were the ones who decided everything. You were always trying to bend over backwards to please this person. You always felt like you had to put your own desires or the things that you truly wanted to the side in order to please this person. And so I'm definitely feeling that it's like they really want you to know that they've realized that you were literally settling with them. As in, like, it wasn't fair to you. The situation that the relationship was turning into was definitely becoming something that you had to settle for. And it wasn't fair to you. So that is why you may have stepped back. That is why we're getting this Four of Swords energy, because one or both of you may have decided that, you know what, I don't want to settle for less at this time. Because, like I said, something in your person was also very distracted. Now, for some of you, it may have been financial. It may have to do with other responsibilities in their life or other things that were distracting them. Because I do feel for some of you, there has been with your person some sort of a very hurtful financial energy that has happened. Either they lost their job or their business, or something changed in their financial situation that really made them feel a lot of scarcity, right? So I feel like with this settling, your person is also getting this energy, but in a different way than you got it. I feel like for you, you felt that whatever was going on with this person, it wasn't making you feel right in the relationship, and you felt that you didn't want to settle anymore. Now with your person, I feel like whatever they were going through that distracted them, that put them out of balance, also made them feel like they were settling, but not with you, but in whatever their issues were. So there was a lot of scarcity going on here. There was a lot of insecurity. I'm feeling that your person, for many of you, was also having some sort of money problems that they were not being honest about. That you, it's like it was an ego or a pride issue here, that they didn't want you to find out that they were having money issues. I feel like for some of you, they may have even kind of overinflated how much money they make, just because it was, again, their pride. So I am feeling that there was something here for some of you, some truth that came out about what your person's real situation was. And I'm also feeling that you wouldn't even have judged them for this. I don't feel that you cared so much about the money. I think you just loved them. But they themselves were, trying to portray themselves to be more than they actually were because of their own ego or their pride. So I do feel that at some point there was some sort of truth that came out about what their true status is. And it may not have been what you thought it was. But I don't feel that you really cared so much, as long as they were doing well and they were happy. And I don't think that you cared as much as they did. And so that's why we're getting this temperance energy. So one of the things that your person really wants you to know is that they're trying to regain this balance. They're trying to regain hope in this situation again, because I do feel that whatever these cycles were and obstacles were that they were going through, that I don't think they were fully honest about with you. Again, I feel like they tried to portray things as being less serious than they actually were. So I feel like they were embarrassed or ashamed to let you know what their true struggles were. Because they felt like whatever those struggles were made them look weak or made them look less than, and they didn't want that. And so one of the things they really want you to know is, I've been going through a lot of really bad cycles here. I've been going through a lot of obstacles here where I feel very stuck, like I'm pushing this boulder up the hill, but I'm really trying to gain back my balance. I'm really trying to be honest. I don't want to leave you in the dark about what is going on here, because I feel like I really want to do things differently than the way I did them before. Ace of Wands. So there's a lot of passionate energy coming through here as well. It's interesting. There's also a very strong energy of law of attraction that is also coming through here with like attracts like. It's like they feel that in their own insecurity, they were attracting more of that. In their lack, they've come to realize, and they really want you to know that they were attracting more of that. The more insecure they became, the more, lacking they started to feel, the more they started losing things. So they lost money, they lost friends, they may have lost their position. And they also want you to know that they feel that they lost you also in the process. And so, it's almost like it was a self-fulfilling prophecy here. The more they felt the lack, the more they were not honest about what was going on with them, the more they lost out. And that is why one of the things here that they really want you to know is they want a new beginning. Ace of Wands. They're very passionate about you. They want to take action towards you. They want to take better action towards all these mistakes that they made. What I love about them getting this Wands energy, guys, is that it literally is the energy of wanting to do things differently, wanting to change your actions. It's not just all about talk. It's not just about ideas. It's about, how can I change my purpose? How can I change my actions? how can I prove to you that I am totally committed and transparent now, that I don't need to hide anything from you anymore. I don't, it's okay to be vulnerable with you. Even if I'm embarrassed, even if, it's really hard on my ego, I know that I have to do things differently. I have to bring you in instead of pushing you out and being this, solitary, isolated person, kind of, licking my own wounds. So then what are some specific messages that they have for you? What would they like to say to you from their higher self? Time passes, but my feelings don't change, even though you no longer trust me with your heart. Wow, okay. That makes perfect sense, see? They know that in whatever they were dishonest about here, something that they were not truthful about, we already saw this energy, right? Whatever they were dishonest about, they realize that you don't trust them anymore with your heart, right? You know that they weren't honest about something that they were going through. You know that they did not bring you into the picture. They kind of just kept you out because of their own ego or their own issues. So they know. And they want you to know that their feelings for you have not changed. See, would I be rejected if I contacted you? Do you still want me? So for those of you who are in some form of little to no contact, your person is wanting to contact you. But I do feel that there's a lot of embarrassment here, because I feel like for some of you, something really big went down here. They really messed this up at a grand level. And they are definitely feeling a bit sorry for themselves. And they're definitely very embarrassed about whatever happened. So see, I kept up a facade to the world, but you always saw past that into my soul. Okay, so again, I feel like they have now come to realize that whatever they were trying to, keep that veil of veil of superficiality on, like whatever they were trying to hide was the facade. But they know that you saw past that, right? They know that they couldn't just, fool you for long. And they, again, very much regret the fact that they tried to even do that, because, it's like they didn't realize that you can see through them in a way that nobody else can. And that is exactly why you are the love of their life. So they have a lot to make up for. That's the energy that I'm getting. They have a lot to make up for here with you. So Spirit, tell us, what are their next steps? What next steps would they like to take that they want you to know? See? Exactly. This is exactly what we were saying. See? There is so much regret here that your person has. They are feeling really, really alone without you at this time. They, before they started going down this path of settling and scarcity and insecurity, they really did feel that you were their true home. Okay, they felt so cozy, warm, and secure with you. And that's the irony here, guys. I mean, it feels so bad that there's such an irony here, like of these opposing energies. Look at this. This is the card of, you being each other's home, that beautiful, secure, warm, loving, nurturing energy. And here we have a home that has been kind of destroyed, right? So it's very opposing energies here. And that is what they truly regret. That's why we're getting this very deep remorse and loss energy. They feel so alone because they know that they literally went from having this with you to having this with you. And they know that they also made you feel like you were settling for less because they weren't giving you what you deserve. They really were not. And so now they've come to realize this, and they've come to regret it. And you know, maybe being alone here, which is so interesting that we got this because this is the same energy here as well. This time alone, this time cut off and isolated from you has made it all the more apparent and obvious to them that they do not want to live without you. They want to build this beautiful home with you again, but they are embarrassed. So I'm feeling that they will contact you with a lot of regret, but it is going to be, you know, it's like they are really right now wondering whether you will be able to forgive them. So that's the main thing. So I think you're going to have to decide that. So this is really good. Let me know what you thought of this reading in the comment box below. If you'd like to have a personal reading with me, the link to that is in the box below, as well as the link to all of these oracle decks that I've created, especially for all of you who are on this beautiful journey to love and abundance. So thank you so much for being here, guys. I love you so much, and I'll see you all on the next video. All right, group 3, my loves who chose Ishtar Boundaries. Here is your reading. So let's start off by, what does your twin flame, your soulmate, your love really want you to know at this time about their thoughts and feelings about you and this connection? What do they really want you to know about their thoughts and feelings at this time? What do they really want you to know? Do they really want you to know about how they're feeling and thinking at this time? Interesting. Wow. There's some very, very powerful energy coming through here. We have some big shifts coming through, especially with these major arcanas here of the Wheel of Fortune and the Judgment card, along with this 9 of Wheels or Pentacles. So there's definitely, I feel, something that has gone on here in this connection that you may not have been fully aware of. Okay, so one of the things that I feel your person really does want you to know is that they haven't been fully forthcoming about what is going on in their situation. So I'm not feeling that it's like something big. I'm not feeling that it's like something great, big, and, you know, life transforming, but there's definitely something here about them wanting a new beginning, but them not being able to actually do what needs to be done in order to have that beginning. And that's the problem. It's like, I feel like for some of you, they've definitely been a little bit lying to themselves, because we're getting this deception card and we're getting it with the divine masculine card. So I do feel that there is a specific message here from the divine masculine being a bit duplicitous in terms of not really communicating what is it that they really want. But I do feel that there's also an energy here of almost like not even knowing what they really want. And that also doesn't serve you, right? When you don't know what you want from a relationship, from a connection, it doesn't really serve either one of you who's in that connection. So I'm feeling an energy of like, you know, somebody who says that they want something, but they're not following up with their actions. So they may tell you things, they may talk a really nice game, right? But you, I feel, realized that they weren't backing up their words with actual action, with actual change. And this is the thing. And that's why I feel like we're getting, you know, 2 cards here about telling the truth and not being deceptive about what your intentions are, about what your true thoughts are, about what it is that you want. And also I'm feeling for many of you what it is that they're even capable of offering at this time. So I'm feeling for some of you, and this is not for everybody, but for some of you, there is definitely a third party situation here. And I always say third party doesn't necessarily always mean another romantic situation. A third party is any obstacle or situation that is outside of your relationship that is putting pressure on the relationship. It can be money, it can be work, it can be business, it can be, you know, mother-in-law, you know, father-in-law, or you know what I mean, like, you know, your parents, your siblings. And I feel for many of you, it is also an ex. There's some sort of like ex-spouse or ex-girlfriend, boyfriend kind of energy here that is also lingering. And I do feel for some of you, again, not for all of you, your person has not been fully truthful about how much influence that person really does have on them. I feel like for some of you, they're like, whoever is the third party has been relying upon them to do certain things for them, and they don't want you to know. So I feel like they've been kind of, they feel bad because behind your back, they may feel like they need to help this person. Again, I don't feel that it's anything sinister, anything evil or bad, nothing like that, but it's kind of like they feel guilty that there's a third party somewhere that they feel compelled or responsible for, that they need to help in some way, but they didn't want you to know that. They were too like embarrassed, or they didn't want you to feel bad. They didn't want to hurt you because they felt like they had to help that person. But I am feeling though that it's not that I don't feel that they're in love with that person or want that person. If it's a romantic issue or like an ex-spouse or ex-girlfriend, I don't feel that they want that person. They just feel guilty. Like I feel like the other person is making them feel guilty for not helping them in some way. And your person, sometimes I feel kind of, you know, is okay with that guilt. Like they let themselves go on the guilt trip. That's a particular problem here. It's like there's some aspect of them that feels like, you know, because they're doing well, they should help the third party. 9 of Wheels. So I do feel that there's something here where it's like your person, wherever they are in their life right now, they are doing well. They may be doing well financially. I feel that, you know, some of them, the divine masculine is doing well financially. Some of you, it's the divine feminine who is doing well financially. But I feel like because they are in a good place here, they, again, are feeling some sort of a guilt to help somebody else. And I, again, feel like they may not be telling you this. They may not be fully opening themselves up to the truth of what they're doing, and that's not right. So one of the things that they really want you to know is that, you know, they want to change this with this, like they don't want to do this anymore. They don't want to deceive you. They don't want to keep the truth from you. And they also don't want to keep helping this other person, or this other third party, or this other situation. They do want to change that, because what it's doing is that it is really keeping them in the old cycle with this Wheel of Fortune card. It's like it's making them feel like they are stuck in the past. Whatever is this, you know, other situation or obstacle that is getting in the way of the two of you moving together, they want you to know that it's making them feel like they're stuck in the past, and they don't like that. They want a new beginning here with you, Judgment. They don't want to live in the past. They're tired of the obligations from the past. They're tired of being haunted by ghosts from the past. They're really looking to change this situation with this Wheel of Fortune. They feel like whatever that was, whoever that other person or situation was, that they still have some sort of a tie to. Like I said, I feel like they were guilting them into doing something for them, or making them feel guilty. I feel like for some of you, again, not for all of you, the reason why your person feels guilty is because there may be children involved. For some of you, your person has a child or children with that ex. And so they're using that as a way to get things out of your person because they know that that's how they're going to guilt them into it. Okay, so that's for some of you, not for all of you. But overall, there's definitely an energy here for all of you that your person doesn't want to be stuck in the past anymore. So whatever is in the past that has been getting in the way of this connection, they don't want it. They're looking to move forward. Okay, so that's the really positive thing that I want you to focus on. They are looking to move forward. They want to start a new life, and a new cycle, and they want to renew themselves. They want to reinvent themselves. They want to start a really amazing second chapter here with you. This is beautiful energy right here. They want to start the second chapter with you. They want change. They feel the change in the air. And the best thing of all here is that they feel very, very confident that they can have that. What they really want you to know is that they're actually in a really good place in their life. All they have to do is to fix whatever this issue is that is getting in the way, that's kind of holding them back. And once they do that, they feel very ready to start this new chapter with you, because see, you are a miracle and a blessing in their life. So they really want you to know how much they appreciate you, how much they know that you are the true miracle and the true blessing in their life. And that you, regardless of what has gone on here, you have always stood in your truth. Okay, so they appreciate that as well, because I do feel that you have always spoken your truth. You have always told them where they stand and where you stand. And that's something that they highly, highly respect about you. And that's another reason why they feel that they're in a really good position here to have this judgment, to have this absolutely new beginning with you. So let's take a look at specific messages from them. What would they say to you? What do they really want you to know from their higher self? Aww. I couldn't handle my true feelings for you, so I kept you as a friend and nothing more. Okay, so this is for some of you, maybe not for all of you. For some of you, you are in this position as a very close friend with your love. Okay, so you guys, you know that there are feelings there. You know that you feel it. You know it's there, but I feel like because they may have been dealing with some ex-spouse or ex something. Again, I feel like for some of you with the children involved, or some sort of issue there where they're still kind of being pulled by some of these past things that they're trying to get over. I feel like you may be kind of waiting in the wings. Right now you're just friends, but it's something more. You're waiting for them to resolve these issues from the past so that the two of you can get together and move forward. So I feel like for some of you, they're like really trying. Like they have these feelings for you, but they've kept you as a friend because they may have felt a little bit overwhelmed by some of these other things that are holding them back. But they do have these feelings, and I feel like they do want to move forward from the past and start to explore these feelings. I feel like you're on the other side of my every breath. Aw, so lovely. Beautiful. Beautiful. So see, this to me makes sense that they're going to think that about you, because look, we have all this energy here of them wanting and needing to be with you, wanting and needing to move forward with you. I still feel deeply connected to you, but I won't admit it. Now, this is for some of you who, whatever this situation was, may have sent you into some form of separation with little to no contact, right? So for some of you, there may have been some sort of blow up here. some sort of an argument, because you may have found out. I feel that that's for some of you, not for all of you. You may have found out that your person is still communicating with that past person, or feels obligated to help that past person. And that might have come out of nowhere, right? And you may have seen that as this deception. It may have really hurt you, right? So I'm feeling like for some of you, you may have had some sort of a blowout over that, and right now you're not talking. But they want you to know that they still feel this deep connection with you, even though you've been struggling. Okay, so they will probably come back around. So let's take a look here. What are their next steps, Spirit? What next steps may they take that they really want you to know about? Interesting. Very interesting. So, see, this is interesting. We're getting, for me, this summer card is all about the sun's energy. So this to me is, you know, very similar to the sun card in tarot, which is the happiest, best card you can get. Very positive, right? Very positive. You can also see this as a time marker. So I feel that for some of you who are right now struggling with, you know, wanting to come back from whatever this separation is, and you may also be struggling with your person with that third party, right? I feel that Spirit is saying here that by this coming summer, your person really wants you to know that they're going to resolve this situation. They want to end whatever this is and figure it out. Put it behind the two of you by this summer, the latest, because they want to move on, right? They want to move on with that new beginning. So this is, you can, if you'd like to see it as a time marker, it makes sense, right? They really want this new beginning with you. They want all of these issues resolved by summer. I feel like for some of you, if they're going through like a divorce or a separation at this time, they also want to have that resolved by this summer. Now, the other issue here is that they see you as their future home. They see you as who they literally want to commit to, who they want to be with for certain. And that is why I feel like this is also very important, right? They want to build this home with you. They want the new beginning, the second chapter. They want to create a home with you. They want to move past the past with this Wheel of Fortune, right? They want to get rid of these old cycles and start fresh with you. But I do feel that one of the things that they really want you to know is they want to ask if there's any way that you can compromise with them, as in whatever the issues are, when they come back around to you, they're going to ask you for some sort of mutual understanding, some sort of flexibility, and they want to compromise. Because again, I feel like whatever these obstacles are, there's something here that they feel obligated to do, right? And that's why I feel like they're going to approach you in this spirit of, hey, can we work this out? Can we do a give and take here? I want to come clean. I don't want to be deceptive about anything anymore. I want to tell you exactly what's going on here so that we can reach some sort of a mutual agreement. And can we do that? Because I really want this home with you. I really want this next chapter with you. So you're going to have to think about, you know, what it is that you want to do. You know, when they come back around, you're going to have to think about, okay, what kind of compromises, you know, what kind of flexibility, what kind of understanding am I willing to come to with this person? So this is really great. This is going to put you in the driver's seat. So let me know in the comment box below what you thought of your reading. If you'd like to have a personal reading with me, the link to that is in the box below, as well as the link to all of these oracle decks that I've created for all of you who are on this journey to love and abundance. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you all on the next video.